A medical emergency ends a local man's weekend efforts to raise funds for homeless veterans. Today is Monday, January 12th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. Partly sunny today, gusty winds, a high near 40. There are reports of missing persons in both Lycoming and Center counties. The Williamsport Bureau of Police is currently attempting to locate missing juvenile 17-year-old Jasmine Richard. She was last seen by her mother on January 6th at their home in Williamsport. She may also be accompanied by another juvenile. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the Williamsport Police. Meanwhile, in Center County, the search is on for Penns Valley resident 87-year-old Bob Foringer. He was last seen around 11 a.m. Sunday in the area of Route 45 in Potter Township. Police believe he may be at special risk, harm, or injury and may be confused. Anyone with information about him is asked to call 911. Protests were held across the Commonwealth over the weekend regarding recent actions by immigration agents. On Sunday afternoon in Williamsport, about 250 people gathered at Market Square to speak out against ICE. North Central PA reports that recently elected Williamsport City Councilman Jonah Milliken showed up to the protest and offered a statement of support, saying of the many challenges the city is facing, not one of those challenges is improved by ICE separating families and deporting people from the community. In State College, more than 200 people gathered at the Allen Street Gate Saturday afternoon for a vigil to remember the woman who was killed by an ICE agent in Minneapolis and to protest the actions by ICE. State College Mayor Ezra Naines told the crowd the borough stands for upholding people's rights in the Constitution. A 37-year-old Shamokin Dam man will likely spend the rest of his life behind bars. Ryan Norris has been ordered to serve 41.5 to 124 years in state prison. He previously pleaded guilty to repeatedly raping a child over a 4-year period. 69-year-old Stephen Carter Hicks of Williamsport is jailed on child sex abuse charges. North Central PA reports investigators found more than 1,000 child sex abuse images and videos on his computer. He is facing over 1,100 counts of child pornography and is being held in lieu of $250,000 bail. A Lycoming County inmate with a history of escapes is arraigned on his most recent set of charges. Just before Christmas, 43-year-old Harry Bells of Williamsport was being returned to the county's pre-release center when he jumped out of the vehicle and fled. 8 days later, police were notified that he was staying at a motel on Lycoming Creek Road. When officers attempted to take him into custody, Bells jumped out a second-story window. He was eventually captured and taken to UPMC Williamsport for treatment of injuries. Late last week, he was arraigned on the newest set of charges and is now jailed in lieu of $100,000 bail. A second person has been arrested for their alleged role in a 2024 Lycoming County burglary. 23-year-old Christian Kreischer of Watsontown surrendered to police Friday. He and Thomas Smith of Williamsport are accused of breaking into a vacant building on Lycoming Creek Road in April of 2024 and removing $50,000 worth of copper piping, copper wiring, and aluminum floorboard heaters. Kreischer was arraigned on felony charges of burglary, theft, and related counts and is free on $75,000 bail, as is his accomplice, Smith, who surrendered on Thursday. And a medical emergency ended a local man's weekend efforts to raise funds for homeless veterans. Paul Mills Sr. set up outside the American Legion Post 1 in downtown Williamsport as part of Operation Help Veterans. He had planned to camp day and night into Sunday, living like a homeless veteran to bring awareness of the homeless situation of some veterans in Lycoming County. Unfortunately, early Saturday morning, Paul fell ill and had to go to the ER and end his endeavor. Last year, he raised $6,000 during the weekend campout, which helped 9 veteran households with either rent or utilities. Donations are still being accepted and can be sent to the American Rescue Workers at 643 Elmira Street in Williamsport. The American Rescue Workers is the only organization in Lycoming County that has a homeless shelter for veterans. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.